breakfast this morning, I have my 2 egg white chaffles and 3 strips of bacon here that Angelina made. And Angelina also made me a delicious cup of coffee this morning that I'm going to reheat and finish drinking this up. And so this will be my low-carb breakfast, and I cannot wait to dig in. Hey everybody, welcome to another video today. I am vlogging today. Angelina and I are in the store. I'm going to be cooking for my little brother and my daughter. Going to get some meals together, and I'm going to have them frozen. I'm going to freeze them so that they can have meals for later on through the week and everything. So I'm in Kroger right now, and when I get back to the house, I'll do a haul, and then yeah, I'll bring you guys along with me so you can see what I'll be cooking for them today. Okay, so as I told you guys when I was in the store, I'm getting ready to make some spaghetti for one of my younger brothers and my daughter. So this is everything that I got for their spaghetti, and a couple things for me. The first thing I have right here are these Simple Truth, and I did shop at Kroger, guys, okay? I went to Kroger. I got me some of these Simple Truth pistachios. I love to munch on these pistachios, and I haven't had any in so long, but I saw this Chipotle barbecue flavor. I thought that was interesting. So this is going to be a little snack for me sometime whenever I just want something crunchy and a little savory to eat. I got this garlic bread for them. I'm going to give 1 loaf to my daughter, 1 loaf to my brother. I got some ricotta cheese as well. I'm going to also make my brother a lasagna, and I got ricotta cheese to go in the lasagna. And of course, got to have our spaghetti noodles. So my daughter is gluten-free, so I got her some gluten-free spaghetti, and then of course the regular spaghetti for my brother. This spaghetti, I'm making a huge pan. There's going to also be some here for Angelina and my husband as well. So there will be some here at the house. And then of course I use this tomato sauce. This is Hunt's tomato sauce. This is what I used to always eat before. I always get this, let it simmer, and I add, more seasonings and spices to this. I love this. Number one, the price is amazing, and at Kroger it's like 10 for 10. So like these right here were 10 for 10, and I've got 6 of those. And then these pasta noodles, these Barilla, I don't know if I'm saying that right. They were 10 for 10 also. I love Kroger 10 for 10 sales because any of their 10 for 10 items you can mix and match. Okay, so anyway, that was a good deal, 10 for 10 on those. And then of course I have ground beef to go with the spaghetti. This is what I'm going to use. The larger pack is what I'm going to use for their spaghetti today. This is just going to be for something else at another time. It was on sale, so I went on and just got a smaller thing of some lean ground beef there. And then I got some Italian sausage. I'm going to mix in my brother's lasagna. I'm going to mix Italian sausage and beef to go in his lasagna. And then I got me some ground turkey. I'm probably going to use this to mix me up some type of small Italian dish with, of course, my low-carb noodles that I already have. So I got me some ground turkey for that. Got me some onions because I'm running low on onions. And then I got some of these crispy onions. You guys, I love to sprinkle a few of these. And no, these are not keto approved, but I do sprinkle these in my salads. Just a little bit. It never knocks me out of ketosis. They are so yummy. I tried the garlic pepper for the first time about a month or so ago. So delicious. I love that little crunch that it adds to my salads. But you can also add these to like your burgers in a bowl if you just want a little crunch. Do not go over now in your macros. Just add a few, and you should be able to still stay within your macros. But they give you that little bit of crunch that you want, and they're really, really delicious. So that is it. That is what I got today. These are just the things that I needed to make their spaghetti and lasagna. And that's my little Kroger grocery haul. All right, I've got my ground beef going in, and this is a lot of ground beef, y'all. But remember, it's going to be for about 4 or 5 different individuals are going to be eating this spaghetti. So I'm going to get that going. And while this is starting to brown, I'm going to go ahead and chop up some onions and just add them on in here. Add the onions in here so they can be cooking right along with this ground beef. Okay. All right, so I've got my ground beef still going over here. I chopped up some onions, so I'm going to get those in there. Those onions cooking there. And guys, we're going to add a lot more seasonings to this. You all know how I am. It's all about flavor. flavor on top of flavor. But I'm going to just go ahead and let this brown right now because I'm going to drain all of the fat from it. I don't want to season it now and then have to drain everything. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to season this meat right along with the sauce once this is browned well. So got the ground beef and the onions going over here. And in this pot right here, I'm waiting for this to come to a boil, and then I'll add in my spaghetti noodles. So while I'm waiting for the ground beef in the water to cook, one thing that I do enjoy doing is I like to watch Jen Chapin, you guys. I don't know if you guys... Jen Chapin. I don't know if you guys know about her, but I love watching her channel. I actually love it so much.
I'll catch up with you for our morning smoothie in a little bit. All right, so it is now time for breakfast.
In this particular video, she is eating what Gwyneth Paltrow eats in a day, and she's done other videos like this, and I think it is just so neat. But other than that, she's just a at-home mom who loves to vlog, and she just shows what she does on a daily basis, and she's so interesting to me. She's just one of the one YouTuber that I've been watching a lot here lately. I love her channel. I think she's great. So anyway, while I'm cooking, going back and forth, I'm also watching her latest upload and just kind of seeing what she's up to. But yeah, the food is going great. I haven't put up the rest of the groceries here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the groceries up, and then I'm gonna check back in with you guys. So what I want to do right now is make me an iced coffee. So I'm going to try that for the first time. I love this because it does have an iced coffee function on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my water in here. That's the amount of coffee that I want. So I'm going to pour that in and put the lid on. Forgive me, guys. I'm still being my own camera woman. I don't know what this is going to look like. I hope it looks good. All right. And I'm going to put my coffee in now. Okay. So for this, I'm going to need 2 scoops. It says 2 scoops of coffee. So I'm gonna pour that in. I want it to be pretty strong because I'm trying to keep from going to Starbucks every single day. I've been giving Starbucks too much of my money, y'all. So it's another reason I wanted one of these iced coffee functions on my newest coffee pot. Got my cup right here. So now let's turn it on. I'm gonna hit the over ice function, and I want a bold flavor. All right, let's see. Hold on, okay. And I set it to 8 ounces instead. Awesome. All right, so this is great. Okay, so it is starting to brew. Hopefully I'll be seeing something other than some drops. There it goes. Awesome. All right, while that's brewing, let's go ahead and remove this ground beef and drain it and finish up our spaghetti. All right, while the coffee is going, it looks like ground beef is ready. So now I'm going to turn off my burner, and let's drain this fat from the meat. Okay, so my meat has been drained. So right now to this, let's add some herbs and spices before we add in our sauce. So to this, I'm going to add about 3 cloves of chopped garlic. All right, I'm going to add some garlic powder. And this is about a tablespoon of garlic powder. Tablespoon of onion powder. You know, the regular, the normal stuff. I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. About a half a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning is really, really strong, guys. We're not going to put too much of that in there. We don't want to kill everybody. All right, of course, Italian seasoning is a mixture of rosemary, thyme, oregano, basil, all that good stuff. Those Italian herbs. Okay, so let's give that a mix. And then, of course, we're going to come in with some salt. And then we'll come back and taste it when we're done. After we've added the sauce, we'll come back and taste it to see what else we need to add to this, okay? And pepper. Okay, so I'm going to give this a mix. My burner is on medium heat right now. And let's let's go ahead and add our sauce. That's 1 can, 2 cans. And 3 cans. All right. I'm gonna cover this. That there on a spoon rest. And we're gonna cover this. I'm gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back and give it a taste and see what else I need to add. Then we're gonna put this all together in a baking dish and let it continue baking in the oven. All right, the coffee has stopped brewing and it smells fabulous. So I'm going to add my Premier Protein. This is the caramel flavor. This is what I'll usually do to my Starbucks. I'll go to Starbucks and get a triple shot of espresso. So I tried to make myself about the same amount of espresso that I would normally get. And I'm hoping that this coffee is really, really strong. I think it is. So let me show you guys how I put this together. I've showed you this before, but let me show you again. All right, so I've got my drink. And going to add the caramel flavor Premier Protein. And y'all, I hope this tastes good. I hope it tastes just as good as my Starbucks. Because I love that Starbucks. But I'm giving Starbucks entirely too much of my money every week. Too much. All right, so let's give this a taste. Oh yeah, this is really good. That just made me really happy. You know what I think I'm going to do? My next time I brew a cup, I'm going to brew it a little bit stronger than that. So that means I put in 2 scoops this time. The next time I'm just going to add in 3 scoops and then hit the bold function just to make it even stronger than what it is. But right now, delicious, and I am so happy I got this machine. It does so many wonderful things. So let me show you guys the machine again. Braun, I think that's how you say it. Braun, okay, coffee maker. It has the iced coffee function. You can have light roast, golden roast, bold roast, and you can either make a cup or you can make a full pot. You can do 8 ounces, or 5 ounces, 8 ounces, 12, 16, 20, a half of a pot or a full pot. And I think a full pot, let me get the picture here. And it looks like a full pot is 10 cups of coffee, okay? So that means like when my mom is here, so on and so forth, then, or family and friends, and we need a full pot of coffee, I can make a full pot. And when it's just me, I can make a single cup, and I love that. I love it. But all right, let's get back to today's dinner. The water is ready for the noodles. Let's get those in there. First, let's season this water. So I'm gonna add some salt. Always season your noodle water. All right, and then we're simply just going to add our noodles right to the pot. Get in the pot. I was telling my daughter, when I was little, I used to always ask my mom, whenever she'd make spaghetti, I'm like, oh, let me have a piece of dry spaghetti noodle. And I don't know why I used to do that, because it is not good. Yeah, I don't know why I would ask for that. This is not good. I think I just used to do it just to be doing. This isn't good. Just to be doing something. Just because this was not delicious at all. Okay, so in this pot, I've got my ground beef spaghetti sauce mixture right there. Just ground beef and onions only. Over here in this skillet, I've got my Italian sausage and ground beef mix. And in this pot going, I've got my spaghetti and noodles, which I think are about al dente. I'm gonna get ready to drain those, but we are coming along nicely, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how I usually layer this up. And I'm starting out with my trusty old Dollar Tree pans. I tell you guys, these pans are so handy. You can bake with them, put them in your air fryer, which you guys see me do often. Today it's gonna go in the oven. But I'm putting my spaghetti noodles in, and this will just make one individual serving for my brother. So my noodles are done. I'm putting these in. And I had a little bit of sauce at the bottom, as you guys saw there. Then I put a little bit of meat sauce on here. And then I'm going to add cheese right on top. And I'm going to go on and just mix that up. So there I have it. That's an individual serving. And then to this, I'm going to top it with, you know it, more cheese. A little bit more cheese. Just one handful. Perfect. Okay, guys, so here it is. This is his spaghetti bake. Again, I'm not going to bake this. I'm just going to cover it, put it in the freezer, and he'll do that whenever he's ready to eat it. Just to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for approximately 35 to 45 minutes frozen. And yeah, he'll have him a delicious meal that's ready to go. Today is Sunday, June the 13th, and we are out visiting my oldest daughter. She is getting ready to move, and so we're just here to help her out and get her new home ready for her to move in. And right now we're at Walmart. We're getting ready to go in and get some stuff for her new place. I'm rolling deep with my mom and with Angelina. Funny, Autumn had to go do something on the day we're here to help her. Angelina said I'm throwing shade, but yeah, we're here to help her and she's not here. So anyway, into Walmart we go. This is the apartment that my daughter is moving from. This was the apartment she's been in for the last 3 years, and yeah, she has thoroughly enjoyed it. So her goal is to downsize in an effort to save money and in an effort to become debt free. So she's going to be moving from this place into this. All right, and so this is where she's transitioning to. So she's downsizing in an effort to become debt-free. So she is downsizing her place from where she was to someplace that's a little less expensive. Well, it's a lot less expensive. So it's quite a transition for her. One that she's happy to be able to make, but this is not her ideal place to stay. You're on camera.
Most definitely not the ideal place to stay, but it's temporary. That's what I keep telling myself. It is only temporary, and really what I'm going to be able to accomplish without any debt is going to be way worth it. So, yeah, keeping that in front of me.
Yep. So anyway, my mom and Angelina and we are here to just help her get settled into her place. And it is quite a change from where she has come from, but we're going to make the best of it. God is still good. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do to get to where we want to get to. So she has 2 bedrooms. This is going to be her office area. And then the second one, of course, will be her bedroom. She hadn't gotten any of her furniture in yet. It's still over at her other apartment. But yeah, so we're just going to do the best we can to make this nice and comfortable for her, and you know, make it feel like home as much as possible. So she plans on being out of here within a year's time or less, but we'll keep you guys posted, and she'll keep you guys posted on her channel. Naturally Autumn, go over and visit her channel, and she's going to keep you guys updated on her transition and how becoming completely debt free is going. So now we are lining all of the cabinets with liner before we put any of her dishes and things in there. We're not going to even unpack everything because again, this is temporary, and we're trying to get out of here as soon as possible.